Hi folks, in today's Tableau in 2 minutes video we are going to show you how to connect to a new data file. So obviously what you're going to do is you're going to open up the file menu and just open a new Tableau workbook. It's going to give you a page like this with some connection options or potentially some other workbooks that you've had open in the past. To connect to a file, just select the file type from the left hand side. So we're going to select a text file. And this is some data on wildlife strikes on aircraft. So we're going to connect to that, and that's going to bring us to this data source page. So on the left hand side we have our file, that's under the connections tab here. You can change the file by clicking on the downward arrow here and either edit the connection to connect to a different file or rename the connection. Underneath it right here where it says files, these are the tables within that data source. So this is a text file, so there's going to be one table within it, but if this was an Excel file there might be several tabs, and you could see each tab listed underneath this this file menu. If you want to add one to the view, you just drag it over here and then drag it into this area and it will add it to the data source for you. Down here at the bottom we have our list of fields along with the data type and the field that it comes from. When we start getting into blending data and combining data within the top here, you'll see that this becomes a lot more helpful because we can see where some of our fields come from. And then finally up on the top right we have the connection type, whether we are connecting live to the data source or whether we're using a data extract. Data extract is usually a bit faster, but it doesn't make much difference, and the live connection allows us to update the source data and then have that immediately reflected within Tableau. And then finally we have our filters, filters that you have added to the data source in order to filter out certain things that you know for sure you're never going to want in your workbook. So you can use that. Mostly you won't, but occasionally it comes in very handy. And then finally, once we are comfortable with everything on this page, we can go ahead and click down here on the orange sheet 1, and that will take us to the workbook. Thanks very much for joining us, and we hope to see you again when we come back with the next Tableau in 2 minutes video. To see more, please visit blackandwhiteanalytics.com/Tableau in 2 minutes.